Hey guys, what's up? Scotch Duck here once again. Right, collection update time. If you can't tell, I'm just off of making that Switch video, so it's a little bit weird. But yeah, we are going into this. And I think, isn't this the first collection update I've done in 2017? I've been really good. I've not bought like any old games at all. I've been buying a lot of new games because, what is it with 2017? Every month is like just jumping up and down saying, look at me, I can be like November and release all these fucking games at once, and it's unbelievable, you know. The fact that there was a new console announced, the Switch as well, is also unbelievable. So yeah, it's hard keeping up with all this shit, because I still want to play Horizon Zero Dawn, I still want to play Neo, and what else is coming out? What's coming out just anew there that I can't even really play as of yet? I don't know, I'm getting near for sure. I don't know if I'll get Mass Effect. I'm not too fussed about that, but we'll see how it reviews and stuff. But yeah, there's just so many fucking games, it's hard. And I think another reason why I haven't really been putting much time into retro gaming is because I got that new PC. And I ask you guys, is there a way I can link like my Steam page, my Steam library I should say? I wouldn't accept any friend requests, throwing that out there now. Just to like, for anybody who's curious, because obviously I want to show off my whole collection and stuff. Because I buy so much shit on Steam. You know, I'm one of those people that will just be like, that's cheap, let's buy it, and you know, that's it. Even if I don't never play it, I just bought it because it was cheap. I think for the time being, I'll just like talk about some random highlights on Steam in every collection update. And the one that I really want to talk about was the one that I played was Firewatch. Now, Firewatch is a game that will forever be to me that game that got like shown off at E3 right after Shenmue 3, okay? I remember seeing the game, I'm pretty sure it was after Shenmue 3. I think it was, yeah, because I remember it was definitely the same conference anyway, but I just remember being like so happy and be like, yeah, that game looks alright, but Shenmue 3, oh shit, I had tears in my eyes and all that, so I couldn't give much of a shit, I'm afraid, at that point. But no, Firewatch is really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Very good story, very good walking simulator, which is, I guess, the name everybody's termed for those type of games, you know. When it's sort of said it's meant to be as like an insult sort of thing, but no, not really. I've played some bad walking sims, but I've also played some really good ones, you know. In fact, just to throw this out there, I also played the Beginner's Guide. Ooh, that's an experience. Ooh, it's such an experience, because I really liked the Stanley Parable. Was one of the last like PC games I really played before I sort of fell out of PC gaming. So it's from the same developer, and yeah, it was very different but also very good. So okay, I guess I did 2 Steam games, but whatever. Let's go on to the actual physical ones. Now, if you tuned into that Switch video I just did, you'll know I got like Breath of the Wild on the Switch here and on the Wii U. Now, I was talking about I want to return my Switch because I'm having Joy-Con connectivity issues and it's defective, basically. But I kind of want to keep this because I've always said I am a big enough Zelda fan that I wouldn't mind owning both of these versions. In fact, I'd really like to. Like I own both versions of Twilight Princess, for example. Well, 3 versions, really, on the Wii U as well. So I'll see if, when I return it, I'll see if they'll like take it off and I can keep this, because again, I wouldn't mind. Plus, I've kind of licked this cartridge, so yeah, I'd feel bad about returning it after that. But whatever. Bung it over here. But okay, here we go into the some of the newer stuff. Well, actually, let's talk about this first. This is the only like new sort of release that I got here, and there's a bit of a story behind this as well. This is Disgaea 3 for the Vita. What's the subtitle? Absence of Detention. I have it on the PS3 as well, but I think it's called something different there. Now, the reason I got this is because I was playing Disgaea 1 for the PSP over the Christmas holidays there, you know, like obviously going into January. And I was really, really enjoying it. And it got to the point where I sort of decided, right, the Vita is going to be my Disgaea machine, because I already had Disgaea 4, and I knew I could download Disgaea 2 if I wanted to, so I figured, alright, let's pick up Disgaea 3. But sadly, I kind of stopped playing Disgaea 1, and I guess I have plans to go back to it. I probably won't though, knowing what I'm like. But yeah, I did really enjoy it, but the thing about it is that, and this really sucks, I had like this ear infection throughout the Christmas holidays. That's a little curse for me. I always get really sick whenever it's Christmas holidays. You know, I'm off work and I either get the flu or ear infections or whatever. It's always shite. And yeah, every time I look at Disgaea 1, I just remember the pain I was in while playing it, you know, because both ears were throbbing and I was in constant pain. I couldn't sleep. Oh, it was not a happy Christmas holidays there. But yeah, I always wanted to play Disgaea for the longest time, and I guess at this point I'd go right on to Disgaea 2 now, and if I loved that enough I'd eventually go back to Disgaea 1, but the games take a long time to play, so we'll see. Either way, that's Disgaea 3 right there. Next up, for 3DS I got Dragon Quest 8. There was no way I wasn't going to pick this up. This is my favourite Dragon Quest game, one of my favourite JRPGs of all time, and now you can play it portably. Wonderful. But there's no way I'm going to play it. I cannot put another 80 hours of my life into this when I already have. Maybe one day. Maybe when I'm on my deathbed, I'm being told I've got 80 hours to live. It wouldn't be bad to play Dragon Quest. I can think of a lot worse ways to spend time on your deathbed. But yeah, not right now. But I am very happy to pick it up, you know. I doubt I'd probably put more time into it than I did Dragon Quest 7 on the 3DS. And I put like 100 hours into that. Unbelievable. But yeah, Dragon Quest 8... wonderful game. Not even played it, but on the 3DS. Played it on the PS2. It's wonderful. Good. And next up is a bunch of PS4 games, all of which these more or less came out in the same week. It's unbelievable. I'll talk about this one first. Yeah, this is actually Tales of Berseria. I went on eBay, I saw it for cheap. I'm like, ooh, that's cheap, I'll buy that. And the guy sent me the disc only. Prick. And this case is actually for Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. I kind of went through all my PS4 games and decided what's the game that I care least about, and Ground Zeroes, I'm afraid you were there for that one. So yeah, I just I found like a replacement cover on eBay as well for a couple of quid. I'm hoping it doesn't arrive and it's just like a really cheap print off. Like, I hope it's actually official or whatever. I'm not holding out much hope for that, but yeah, we'll see. As for Tales of Berseria, not played it yet, but I kind of like, I've got this sort of like attitude towards this series now that it's become stale for me. Because I couldn't even finish Tales of Zestiria, which was the last game, and Tales of Xillia, which was just before that. Even though I beat it and I was really hyped for it, I don't really look back on it with too much fondness. It's not really one of my favourites. Although, to be fair, in between those games we got Tales of Hearts R for the Vita, and I really enjoyed that one. So, who knows, maybe I'll dig this one, but we'll see. I will get around to it eventually, but who knows when. Right, speaking of series that I was scared I was getting tired of, I was very scared that this one was like proving too stale for me. But by the time I got to the end, I was anything but like dissatisfied. I was extremely satisfied with this. Yakuza 0. I did a review of this. You can go watch that if you want. But yeah, I definitely hold that this is my third favourite Yakuza game, behind Yakuza 3 and 4. Wonderful. Go watch my review. I've gushed about this enough. Wonderful game. And another game that I did a review / thoughts on was Resi 7. I almost feel like I was a bit too negative in that review with this game, because looking back on it, it's like, yeah, this is really good. I think my problem was that my attitude was that, yeah, they've went back to the classic formula. What else you got? You know, that was like my problem, I suppose. Even though I definitely rather they do that than go the whole like way too action-packed route that 4 and 6 and to an extent 5 went to as well, you know. So I really I should count my blessings and not moan too much, because even though it was like very much relying on roots sort of thing, it was well executed. It was really well done. Again, I did the review and that, but yeah, I do really like this. And the last game we're going to talk about here is I was going to do a review on this, but I don't know if I can be arsed now, which I'm kind of upset about because I did really enjoy it. It's Gravity Rush 2. I really like these games. I really like them a lot, and yeah, this was a long game. I spent over 30 hours on it, and I didn't really do like that much side stuff, you know. I did all. There's like side missions that like get you upgrades, and side missions that are just there for sort of optional story. I did all of those. Didn't really do any of the challenge missions or whatever, and it was over 30 hours. It was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, and yeah, there's a lot I really want to say about it and whatnot, because there are issues to this game that I found, you know. Even though ultimately I came away from it very pleased, but yeah, I do pretty much hope that this is a series Sony continues, you know. Like, it would be nice. I really like Cat as a character. I really like the open world that you get. There's been way too many open world games in it, isn't there? I don't know if I ranted about that in my last video, but fuck it, who cares? Yeah, Gravity Rush 2, go for it. Could do a lot worse. Like I said, Neo and Horizon Zero Dawn, those are two games that I kind of want to get. I think if I successfully return the Switch, I'll just go ahead and get those, really, even though I'll probably not get around to them for a while because Zelda is consuming me so bad, and even then I've still got Berseria to get, and Nier comes out of the weekend. Gaming's too expensive. Gaming's too expensive, so that's that, guys. See you after. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.